Today I'm chatting to the very talented rising blues artist Aaron Keylock from the UK. Congratulations on a great debut CD, Aaron, and welcome to Guitar Gods and Masterpieces.
Thank you.
Many debuts are written over many years with time to road test the songs. In your case, you are releasing an album at such a young age. How long have you been writing for this album?
I've been writing since I ever picked the guitar up, so about 8, but the songs kind of came together. First one on there's about 13. And anywhere between that, I guess. So a lot of the songs on there I've had a lot of time to road test and take out on tours and stuff, but there was some on there that was straight into the studio with before I played live as well, so.
Who produced the album and what did they bring to your tracks?
The producer was Fabrizio Grossi, and basically, he wouldn't really want to change too much. You listen to the arrangements and stuff from the live and nothing really changed that much. Being the fact that I could go into a studio with other musicians, we added other parts. We would put pianos on and stuff, which I wanted, and Hammond and Rhodes, and some backing parts. But really, it was just kind of presenting the album, which we wanted to get across, and with my sound and everything. So, it was basically just being able to present the album that I wanted to present, I guess.
And where did you record and how long did you spend in the studio recording and mixing?
Well, I went out to Santa Clarita in California, which Fab Studio was out there. And I was out there for just under a month. And we pretty much did it all in that, and Fab did a bit of mixing afterwards and then off to mastering and that. But it was just under a month, I guess.
The slide is a big part of your sound. Has this always been the case since you first started performing live when you were 11 years old?
No, I kind of got into slide a couple of years later, I guess, around about 12 or 13. When I first started getting into Johnny Winter, mainly for the electric stuff and being people like Elmore James and Son House, I guess, for more acoustic and whatnot. But yeah, around about 12 or 13. But then it kind of took over my songwriting. It was another direction to go in, and all the and then I got into people like Nick Drake for open tunings and things. So that was kind of another road as well to go with songwriting. So.
Tell us about how it was like when you were performing in clubs from 11 years old.
It was cool. I remember the first one in Oxford. It's kind of, you get up there and you do your thing. And there was good times and bad times with it. But it's always fun. It's what I do and it's what I love to do. It was the first time you do it. It's kind of, you've been playing music so long and then you realise being able to get up there and just let loose on stage is kind of what it's all about. And I haven't really stopped. I've just been doing it ever since. So.
You must have had some interesting experiences in these developing years. And how were your folks with your life of rock?
Well, my dad was right there with me all the time. So I guess it was kind of the two of us basically heading out and hitting blues jams and gigs together, really. And there was, like I say, there was good times and bad times with it. I never really liked the whole thing when you're young and you're up there, whether it's just because you're a cute little kid with a guitar or whether you're good because when you take it seriously you want to keep moving forward. But I didn't really care that much because I was up there playing what I wanted to play anyway, so that was what it was for me anyway.
Tell us about the other members of your band and how did you meet up?
Well, I've had them for a while now. It's Sonny Greaves on drums and Jordan Maycock on bass. I first met Sonny, but I didn't start playing with him for a while after I met him. But I first met him when we were both 12, I believe, in London. And Jordan, he's local to me, so I met him through a local promoter just in the next village to us. So.
Just One Question is a slow blues track and is an excellent showcase for your guitar playing. Tell us about the writing of that track, and I imagine this song you look forward to performing live and possibly stretch out the arrangements.
Yeah, definitely. There's a few songs on the album that we really kind of stretch out and play with live. And that's really one of them, which we've had for a while. And writing the track, I guess it was kind of more the whole Peter Green and everything I was coming from at that point. And it was basically just a blues song that I wanted to write. That's what I loved at that time. And I didn't ever think it'd live for me that long, but it always kind of went down well live and people loved it. So I stuck with it. And it's kind of traveled with me. So it's kind of nice to capture that on an album when it's been with you so long. So.
Tell us about the writing of Song 2 Down, as I really like the transition from verse to chorus, as it takes the listener to an unexpected direction. I am wondering if that was possibly a happy accident of combining two song ideas together.
I did have the two parts, but I didn't really have them completed parts which I put together. They weren't full songs. So, I mean, I had the kind of, I guess, Delta picking part, which I had written on an acoustic, and I didn't know where to take it or anything, but I had lyrics for that. And then the chorus, I mean, it was just messing around at home. I mean, I had that, and it was in the same tuning and everything, and it fitted. So I took it to the band and see what it sounded like electric, because it sounded fine acoustic, and it all kind of fitted, and we played it live. And so that was kind of one of the newer ones, so it kind of developed a lot in the studio anyway, which is cool. No, that's a really fun one to play live as well. So
Let's check out a clip from Aaron now, and we will bring you part 2 of the interview next week. Oh yeah.